G'day, thanks for watching. Let's look at the Dow. So the last time we were here, we were anticipating a 40-day low, somewhere between 5 and 12 February. Let's bring some data in and see what happened. Whoa, there we go. New all-time highs. That FLD forecast has just about been met. And somewhere we have a 40-day low. Well, I'm going to suggest that it was probably this black candle on the 5th of February. Let's label that and update cycles. The alternative 30th of January would have been too early. This recent 20-day cycle was only 16 days along. So that was an early low and early in an uptrend. We see that often. The 40-day cycle was 34 days along, and that's a little bit short, certainly short compared to the previous 40-day cycle, which had 43 days. But that's not unacceptable. And so I think in the fullness of time, Cycle Master will probably agree with this low being the 5th of February. I'm going to label it, and that was accurate. There are some things, of course, that we have to change because of that labeling. And the 20-day zone has shifted. So we need to pick up the left-hand edge of the 20-day orb, the right-hand edge of the 20-day orb. And that's our next zone of interest, the 20-day low zone. 20th of February through to the 27th. So we have another zone which is becoming important to us, and that's the 20-week low zone. There's a nice tight nest of lows out here in the future that we can label at this stage. 11th of March to the 18th of March. If you'd like early access to these cycle outlook videos soon after trading ends, instead of delayed on YouTube, you can subscribe to the early access list. The link is at the top of the description. Well, so what? I guess the most important thing is to understand that these forecasts are pretty accurate. The lows seem to be coming in the forecast zones. And what that should be suggesting is that cycles have something to do with the financial markets. And for anybody who is watching these videos without a good cyclic understanding, I just don't know how you're making sense of what's going on. There are a lot of people scratching their heads saying, with all the things that are going on in the world, why are these markets going up? Well, of course, from a cyclic perspective, the large cycles are pointed up. That's why the market's going up. Now, we have an example of a smallish cycle that is about to make its low, which is the 20-week cycle out in the middle of March. What's going to happen? Well, at some point in time, this market is going to stop going up. It's going to roll over at the high of this 20-week cycle, and it's going to start to drop into the 20-week low zone. Now, along the way, we will try to establish when the high might occur and where the high might occur. And that's important in terms of getting out if you're trading the long side of the 20-week cycle. I don't think we're there yet. Okay, thanks for watching.